The next section of POLAAR is the Child Observational Assessment. This is an observational schedule based on the 20 key literacy predictors identified from research, for example, letter naming, phonological awareness. POLAAR should be used with any child whom their teachers may consider to be struggling with early literacy development and should be undertaken from early months of Primary 1 onwards. This approach is underpinned by the model of observe, action, observe. It helps teachers understand a child's literacy ability and determine the most effective intervention to take place both at the classroom level and with individual children.
The Child Observational Assessment is very much diagnostic in nature and asks the teacher to score the child's ability 1 to 4 in each key area of literacy development. Once completed, this gives the teacher a clear overview of specific difficulties. The teacher then uses his or her professional judgment to introduce appropriate actions to help support the child. Obviously, individual teachers have their own strategies and resources to draw upon. However, the Child Observational Assessment with actions offers teachers examples of intervention strategies, and additional games are also available on the Education Scotland website. It is really important, however, that the actions are tailored to the individual child. Progress should be monitored, then actions adjusted accordingly, because the model is very much observe, action, observe, action. The concept of assessment informing teaching isn't new, but what POLAAR does is it brings the key assessment areas together and offers teachers support through suggesting appropriate actions. This is my second year working with the POLAAR resource with very positive results. I have used the Child Observational Assessment several times over the school year, and this has helped me to track individual children's progress and help me plan differentiated activities to support their next steps. For example, I had several children who at week 3 were recognising less than 2 out of the 6 sounds taught, and by week 8 the gap widened to less than 20% of sounds taught. So I completed the Child Observational Assessment and introduced differentiated support for each child, targeting the specific sounds with which they had difficulty. I also shared my assessment with parents and suggested activities that could be done at home. So as you can see, the process of observe action is a continual one.
This is one of the games from the resource pack, and the children have been used to playing this. What they do is they roll the dice to move their counter, they recognise the initial sound on the picture and then move their counter to that letter. So we'll have a little shot at it just now. Okay, you're going to go first, Aidan?
One.
Okay, what's that a picture of?
K.
K. What does it start with?
K.
Good boy, well done. Okay, go next.
4.
4.
Fish.
What is it? Fish. What letter does that start with? Can you see the Good. Right, this is another of the games from the resource, and the children will turn over 2 cards at a time and they have to try and find the matching pairs of sounds. Okay, do you want to go first? What sound's that?
T.
T. And what's that one? Do they match?
No.
Okay. What's that one? So you remembered which one was turned over, so you get to keep those ones.